Chief Advisor.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
What are all those lumps?
Oh, those are his abs.
Thank you for everyone that came in tonight for our in-house celebrity promotion. Something I'm very proud of everyone, but we'll talk about it a little bit, but Jimmy, Manny out on that. So, there's obviously a lot I can say about Jimmy. Everyone here knows him pretty well. He's a coach, he's a friend. A lot of things have really impressed me. He's been training with me about 2.5 years. In that time, to achieve brown belt, especially with me, is quite an achievement. It's actually a record. And I want to talk a little bit about that because it's not just being athletic, it's not just being here, it's what Jimmy brings to everything he does, including his powerlifting, now bodybuilding, jiu-jitsu, is he really dedicates everything he has to that. And what I mean by that is he's not just intensive in his training, but I'll give an example. The first day he shows up, he's like 280 pounds or something like that. I'm like, oh great, here we go. Another muscle head, right? So he wrestles with me, it comes to me like a bull in a china shop. I'm like, okay, well, that's not really jiu-jitsu. He goes, okay, what's the difference? So I told him, the next night, he's playing off his background. He didn't really know what he was doing, but he started playing, and he's always asking, you know, what can I do to improve? What can I do? And he's drilling it, and I see him really taking in the advice I've given him, and he actually applies it. So that's one thing that I think really makes Jimmy stand out is your attitude, your humbleness, not being afraid to try new things, and listen to people that have been doing it for longer than you. And I hope your humbleness never changes, and I've told you before, because of all the qualities that are you, I see you going very, very far in jiu-jitsu. And of course, I always wish you the best. I hope you're there for the whole journey. So, absolutely. Okay.
A couple things I want to touch on. First off, thank you everybody for coming. Seriously, so cool to see all these people that came, even outside TNT. My teammates here at TNT, and especially Coach Scott. One thing that I like to talk about, especially with my close friends, is when I first started here, I was going through a transition period in my life. I say when I was at the end of doing my strictly powerlifting, mentally and physically, I think I was at my life low. And so when I started here doing jiu-jitsu, the first day, the way I looked at it was a new chapter in my life. And with that, a lot of people exited my life, a lot of people entered my life, a lot of new challenges, a lot of new goals. And it becomes even more clear every single day what I'm meant to do on this earth, which in my opinion is to inspire others, motivate others, and help people be the best that they can at the different passions that I love to do, being lifting and jiu-jitsu. With that being said, one thing that really hit me hard, and if you guys had similar experiences to this, you guys can relate. I don't typically gain a lot of motivation from negativity, but one of the specific people that had kind of left my life as I started to enter this new chapter, in kind of a demeaning way, kind of said, hey, like, I hope you accomplish everything you want to do, because if you don't, that'd be a giant waste of time. And looking back at it, they're kind of right, because if I spend all these hours lifting all these fucking weights and doing all these fucking hours of jiu-jitsu and I get nothing out of it, they're right, it'd be a giant waste of time. But I look back at what that person told me that day, and I like to think that I took advantage of every single thing that's come my way since then. I only plan to do more and accomplish more to be the best in the world, not only because of my drive, but because of Coach Scott, every single one of you, and all of you guys that support me on a daily basis. Nothing that I do is possible without you guys. And I know it's a brown belt, not a black belt, but this means so much to me. And every single one of this person just makes it that much more special. So I wanted to thank every single one of you guys. Seriously, thank you. One last point. Besides the hours I put in here and being shortly considered obsessed in a lot of different ways, Coach Scott touched on a very important point, which is be open-minded, recognize who's been in the position you're in now, recognize who has the experience to help you, and it doesn't matter, like, if somebody in here that I can technically beat in rolling gives me advice, I'll take it. You can learn anything from anyone. I can learn something from a white belt in here. It's all about being open-minded, and I like to credit that as to how fast I've come up in not only jiu-jitsu, but powerlifting, and even Coach Alex over there for bodybuilding. So, with that being said, always be open-minded to new things. If you feel like you're stuck, assess your game, where am I plateauing, and ask the person that's in front of you that's been there before, and I guarantee you that plateau will be as short as possible. Okay, thank you guys.
Let's live like a family.
So sorry. I want to thank Tony. Where's Tony? Actually, when I was 15, a sophomore in high school, he had mats in his garage. I only wrestled at the time, but he was actually my first dip in jiu-jitsu. I remember I learned a rolling knee bar from him the first day, and actually used it in my next wrestling tournament to take somebody down. So Tony, thank you for starting me, and Coach Scott, thank you for taking me. And for the YouTube advisory, whip me as hard as you fucking can. Hey, listen up. If my mom isn't crying by the end of this, you didn't hit me hard enough. Let's get it.
No face shots.
All right. No face shots. All right, let's go. Holy
Oh my God.
That's it. That's it. Hit.
Let's go.
Oh God.
Last one.
Oh, that was. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Brother.
I'm glad you wore a shirt.
Oh yeah, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Thank you. Love you, bro. Thank you, bro. Love you. With the belt. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, appreciate it.
Love you, brother. Thank you. Jack. Thank you. Appreciate you coming. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Love you. Matt, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Last time I seen it.
Tony, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel yours a lot. All right. Thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, let's see it.
Woohoo! What are all those lumps?
Oh, look at his abs.
I got your ass the whole time. Remember,
That was good. Oh my god, I can't. I was really tempted to start running.
One of those guys in the line? I recorded all the guys that said to go again, so you can
Oh no, yeah.